Hey, this is Sharon Vornholt with the Louisville Gals Real Estate blog, and I wanted to take just a couple minutes today and answer a question that I've been getting a lot lately. And that question is, do I need a database if I'm outsourcing my direct mail? Well, the short answer to that question is yes, you do, because you need a place to keep all your contacts. They need to be in your database. Now, here's a couple of examples. In addition to just being able to track your mailings, you're going to want to be able to track your calls and what you say to these folks. They may call and you would get the property information, and chances are 3 to 6 months from now, you're not going to remember what the specifics of this particular property were when they call you back. And maybe their plan A, which was to list the house, didn't work out. So you'll already have all of that information, and it gives you an edge because you will be prepared for their calls. So they're going to know that you are a professional real estate investor. The second case would be one that I had just recently where someone called me and said, I spoke to you about 6 months ago and you offered me $60,000 for my house at that time. So while I was speaking to them, I pulled up the file. This individual indicated that they were now ready to accept my offer of $60,000. Well, when I pulled up the file, in reality, I had offered them $45,000 for the property. So after a little bit of shock that I actually had kept that information, I went out and looked at the property again, and they did end up accepting my offer of $45,000. But chances are, once you get to the stage where you're speaking to a lot of people, you're not going to remember all of the specifics about every property. So you want to have those people in a database. You want to be able to track your mailings, even if you're outsourcing them. And you want to be able to track your calls. That's the really important thing, to be able to follow up with folks, because they may not be motivated today and they may become motivated in the future. But you won't know that if you don't have a way to follow up with them. So I hope that clears up the confusion about the database and outsourcing your mailings. And please do send in your questions and I'll answer them in a future video. Thanks so much. This is Sharon Vornholt with the Louisville Gals Real Estate blog.